Hey, so yesterday I was doing some property maintenance at my house, removing some weeds, and a good thought kind of just hit me. You have to remove a weed by the root. Picking a weed or chopping a weed just by the top is great, but a weed will come back unless it's removed by the root. And here I'm not just talking about weeds. To me, a weed in life is really a bad habit or something in your life that just doesn't belong. Because to me, the definition of a weed is something that is sucking energy and sucking up nutrients in life where it doesn't belong. It's almost like a parasite. So, step one, you got to realize that there is a weed. You got to identify a weed and realize that the weed exists. This weed could be a bad habit, it could be bad self talk, it could be negative individuals in your life, anything in your life that doesn't belong and needs to go. So step one, identify the weed. Step two, decide if the weed really needs to go. Double check with yourself. Make sure it's really a weed before you go ahead and remove it. Step three, you got to identify the root of the weed. You got to dig down. You got to get in there and trace the root. You got to trace the weed back and find the root of it. Once you find the root of it, you gotta remove the root. You gotta pull up out the root, and you gotta get rid of the weed altogether. Because if you remove the weed by the root, you can be sure that the weed will not come back. And then finally, after you have removed the weed, or as we just talked about, the bad habit or negative individual, or whatever it is in your life that you want to change or get rid of, once you've removed it, just take a little bit of time to reflect on what you've done and recognize the change that it's made in your life and appreciate the way your life has improved after removing it. Anyway, guys, just a little quick tidbit I was thinking about. I wanted to put it down on camera and just get some good content out there. Anyway, everybody, happy Mother's Day. Talk to you soon.